Hello and welcome to my 5-minute summary of my PhD thesis. My thesis is called The Epistemological Possibilities of Love Towards Relational and Ecological Healing. The thesis begins with the premise that in order to meaningfully address ecological and humanitarian crises facing our planet, humans in techno-industrial cultures need new ways of knowing, new ways of being in the world, and new ways of relating to our more than human kin. As a means of exercising, exploring, and researching these new ways of knowing, the thesis links trans-rational knowing, love research, and ecological education, three promising and overlapping alternatives to formal education's hyper-rationality, individualistic orientation, and brain-centeredness. I theorize that the interlinked crises of wounded relationality and environmental degradation are exacerbated by contemporary Western-style education. My work began with the research questions: what might we be able to learn from love that we cannot learn any other way? How might love, for example, enable ecological knowledges that are unavailable through brain-centered thinking? How can we redefine love from an ecological rather than anthropocentric perspective? And lastly, how might pedagogical activities encourage more love? For example, bonding, devotion, compassion, understanding, care, generosity, etc., particularly with our more than human kin. Love here in this context refers to multiple overlapping kinds of love, including neurobiological love, non-anthropocentric conceptions of plant, animal, and ecosystem love, the concept of a luminous light love within all matter and transcending matter. Essentially, love theory here draws from psychology, sociology, anthropology, theology, and philosophy. The methods that I used to explore these questions were multiple and varied. For example, I included narratives, autoethnography, narrative inquiry, and transmaterial eco-criticism. In my work to restore relationality, I played with eco-linguistic shifts within the English language. I also draw on wild pedagogies theories, eco-critical theory, and neurobiological theories of literature regarding love in fiction. I furthermore develop what I call emergent eco-love methodology through my fieldwork. So in my fieldwork, I engaged in intuitive interspecies communication with trees and other sentient beings. Intuitive interspecies communication is both ancient practice, appearing in indigenous cultures around the world, and a newly burgeoning field of academic research. This fieldwork for me began with the questions: what might be the role of love in intuitive interspecies communication? How might love enable this form of communication with trees specifically? So this collaborative and multi-species fieldwork concluded that humans seem to make the wrong environmental choices because of their own relational wounds, that is, their own wounded sense of love. More broadly speaking, my thesis concluded with expanding theories of love in general. I posit that animals, plants, and the land itself can and does experience and express love, that love may in fact be a central design feature of life, of ecosystems, and of Earth in its ability to promote well-being, and that a particular form of love, radiant, luminous love within all matter, appears to also transcend matter and engage beings within a deeply relational space that enables transrational knowledges, such as intuitive interspecies communication, but also clairvoyance, precognition, dreaming with more than humans, ways of knowing during near-death experiences, and also intuitively navigating the land. So if you'd like to find out a little bit more information about my dissertation, my thesis, here is a link available. My name, Dr. Estella Carolye Kuchta, and the link is available there. Also, a number of the articles, chapters have already been published. If you're interested in them, there's some published and some forthcoming as well. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation.